Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. You are live with Endeavor Gaming. Tonight we are back on the air in Star Trek Online, ready to finish out our week in the long-range science vessel. So without further ado, let's just go on ahead and get into it. Here we are, back in Star Trek Online. It is great to see everybody on this very fine Thursday evening, or as I like to call it, Friday Eve, the last day before the long weekend gets kicked off over here, and I could not be happier about it. We are here in the Trailblazer class. This is my personal favorite out of the entire Pathfinder line, the long-range science vessels. This command science warship is just so much fun. And the Trailblazer was such a cool sort of meshing between the Pathfinder and Warship Voyager that we see in Star Trek Voyager. Honestly, I really need to do a video on this thing at some point. It's surprising that I haven't, given that I have done now 3 videos on the Pathfinder class. The Pathfinder, the Cryptea video, and the Voyager B video. If you haven't already, make sure you go and check those out over on YouTube. Give them a thumbs up. How is everybody in chat doing tonight? Hey there, Ronnie. I see you over here in Wolf359. For anyone who would like to join us for TFOs, we will be live in Wolf359 for the entire stream. Instance number 1 over on PC. But how goes it? How goes it? How goes it all? I'm feeling pretty good. And the raid from Dark Mom Consortium. Welcome in, everybody. Let me get you a shout out here, Dark Mom. Thank you so much. How was the stream? How is your evening going? Hello. Hey, Asada. Great to see you. I've got mine skinned as a Trailblazer right now. Like I said, I'm a pretty big fan of it. I'd been talking about it with Alpha, and we were sort of doing some theory crafting of what potential remasters could look like for some of these early ships. So we've got the Cochrane here. Trying to remember what we had said about it. I was kind of leaning towards some kind of Lost Era thing for the Cochrane, I think. And the Discovery, honestly, hear me out here. I think the Discovery could be a really cool TMP inspired ship. I don't really know how, but I think it would look pretty cool. What do you guys think? I'm also a really big fan of the little wings at the bottom of this thing. I don't know why. I think it looks really cool like that. I love these wings. Yeah, I could see this as like a TMP era type of thing, and this one being more like Lost Era, maybe. True, very true. I do love wings. I also like this thing does the bird beak slipstream projector really, really well. I'm not as much of a fan on the Horatio, but on this ship, it looks absolutely fantastic. Plus, the long range science vessel has so much freaking lore written around it. It was one of Thomas's first ships on STO. It's got the benefit of oh so much time put into it, and it shows it. You know what else has wings? A T6 Path Jaeger. You're not wrong. You know what could have wings? The Jamestown. I told Kale earlier on his stream, the promise still stands. If it ever comes out, I'll eat my left shoe. Still trying to decide on like a dipping sauce kind of thing. At first, I was kind of leaning towards the savory with like barbecue sauce or mustard even, but the idea came during the stream. I should be using jam because then it could be like fruit leather. That's the logic I'm playing out in my head. I don't think it's something I'll ever have to think about it. Seda, if it ever happens, I will absolutely live stream eating a shoe. That is a promise. It is a promise. I will 100% turn on my face cam and do an entire live stream of me eating a shoe. My left shoe. If the Jamestown ever comes out. The Jaeger class would be pretty cool. I'm partial to the curry. I like the curry a lot more. Will it be cooked first, or should we call emergency services and funeral director? Ah, that. That's a good question. Um. Yeah, that's a good. I feel like if I go the sweet route and I put like a jam on it, then I probably wouldn't cook it. But if I'm gonna go the savory route and like put barbecue sauce or mustard, I might want to cook it. So now we need to get into the question of how to prepare the shoe. I feel if we're gonna go barbecue or mustard, honestly, just grilling the shoe might be like a reasonable option here. Maybe like marinate the shoe a little bit, have it sitting in a marinade for about 24 hours, and then throw it on the grill. A shoe broth. That sounds disgusting. Shoe broth should soften well. You know what? That's a good point, and I feel like that would be like the most dangerous part of this whole endeavor. I'm sorry, there has to be one of those every stream. Oh, a Janeway! Hell yeah! Frickin' love the Janeway class. So yeah, I haven't decided if I'm going the savory route or the sweet route yet. I imagine it's the sort of decision I'll make when we like actually get to that scenario, you know? It could go either way. We've got a bunch of the Voyager variants here. I kind of like this. Though, speaking of Voyager variants, hang on. I've got a thing for this. I've got a thing for this. Not that one. This one. If you haven't already checked it out, I did a video of all of the Voyagers currently established in canon all together in my special called Voyager. It also shows how freaking massive Voyager A is compared to the rest of them. It's like double the length of the rest of them. It's kind of funny. But we've got Voyager, the Lamar class Voyager A, the Pathfinder class Voyager B, as well as the Janeway class Voyager J. That one was a lot of fun to put together. Wee woo. Let's kick off the fun, shall we? Ooh, the breach. This is a fun one to start on. Lamar was designed to be the next Enterprise, but Kate Mulgrew halted the idea of Janeway being captain of the Enterprise, so the ship became a Voyager. Yeah, I imagine that also would have been super problematic when it came to Picard later down the line. I mean, there was already a lot of back and forth with things. I think originally there was going to be a Voyager A, but that ended up not happening because Prodigy was doing Voyager A. And yeah, you know, I don't really see Janeway as captain of, like, an Enterprise. Voyager is a legendary ship in its own right. I really like the idea of her being in command of another Voyager. Honestly, it would have been cool having Seven be captain of Voyager too, but I understand. I saw the vision for Seven of Nine's arc in Picard. I think that it would have been really cool if she become captain of the Voyager B, but well. Oh, I should probably turn these on. Plus, it's an admiral for captaincy, so it's not like permanent posting. Exactly. I mean, she jumped onto Voyager A from the Dauntless. We never do actually find out what happens to the Dauntless after Prodigy Season 1, do we? Cryptea! Cryptea! Hello! Sorry, had to stop and take a look at it. Make me happy. I do always like that Star Trek Online gave Harry Kim his captaincy and has even given him a new ship now. I find that very cool. Plus, I think the NOA is a really neat ship. I hope we see more of it in the rest of the Kings and Queens arc. I'm a big fan of the Augur in general. The Augur is cool. It's also the first page I did on the STO wiki. Oh wow, I did not know that Sela was part of Picard Season 3. That is news to me. That would have been really cool to see. I wonder if she would have kicked off any intergalactic wars again. I mean, keep in mind that they were produced at two completely different times. And by two completely different studios, which is probably where most of it came from. And like, reasonably, I would consider it to be a minor thing. It's not like they took place in like the exact same time period either. I mean, they did, which is why they made the changes that they did. That's fair. What you're saying is we should have had Picard Season 3 be 21 episodes, right? Oh no, my season's too long. And my steak is too juicy. And my lobster, it's too buttery. Ah! Hey, Cuffs, how goes it? Oh, hot chips. Bum 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 bum. Ah, my systems. Boom. That's a really good question, Cuffs. Probably not this year, but on the next one, I think there's a really good chance. On top of something that never happened in Project Season 2, the crew was going to meet Kelvin Kirk when that multiverse fracture sent them to the mirror universe. Oh, that would have been really neat. Oh, I might not be at the cruise, but I do plan on actually trying to, you know, go to conventions this year. Not really sure which ones and where yet, but I haven't gone to a convention in a hot minute, and I think it's time to start doing that again. Nothing else, because, like, I mean, there's people in the Star Trek world that I just haven't met in person yet that, frankly, I think would be really cool if I did. You'll see me because I'll probably be wearing a bunch of my own merch cups. The only other person I've seen wearing one of my t-shirts is my girlfriend, and I don't think that actually counts. Nice! Are you excited? That sounds like something I would do. Hell yeah. Freeing starships, whoop-dee-doo, whoop-dee-doo. Dropping back my warp core, mines and torps, Oh, what kind of Mustang do you have, Cuffs? "13 Race Red." Nice. I've got a 24 Rapid Red Metallic Clear Coat. A thing of beauty. Auger! Hello! How goes it? Ooh, so pretty. Alright. Time to punish the Citadel Dreadnought. Right, Sally, right. All I wanna do is ride around Sally. Also, Mustangs are very fun cars. And very practical. Trust me. Very practical. It is my daily driver to work. And I'm going to the beach with it. That's going to be a very fun time. That's fair. I can't really speak much to that. I haven't modded it or done anything of the sort quite yet. I got it in October, so it's still pretty fresh. Ow, 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 ow! Save it, save it, save it, damn it! I almost saved it. I am a professionally trained Starfleet Admiral. Trust. 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 Alright, back in. A little bit wiser this time. Oh no, they're totally gonna kill that nebula. Yeah, there it goes. I will avenge you, random nebula. Nice. What did you do? Better be way over here this time. Way over here. Nice. I was wrong. Don't shoot at that. Don't shoot it. Oh. There we go. All right. Now to destroy the core. Bum, 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 bum. Destroy the core! Oh. They got destroyed. Alright, let's run. Best possible speed. Hurry up, you guys. Don't spend all day in there. And we are out. Boom, boom, and boom. Easy work. That's fair. Are you in the V6 or the V8 cuffs? Ah, gotcha. I'm in the 4-cylinder EcoBoost myself. Because while I love having a Mustang, I also like this cool thing called having fuel efficiency. It's kind of awesome. Getting 27 miles per gallon is pretty awesome. I like it. $27 for a sports car sounds really sus these days. I will say, I miss the old car I used to drive. It was a Mazda CX-5, a 2021 Mazda CX-5. Getting like 35 miles per gallon was pretty nice. And having a ton of space was nice, but, you know, I don't tend to drive like more than one other person at a time. And I wanted a car I would enjoy. I had the opportunity to buy a car I really wanted, so I took the opportunity, and I don't regret it. Plenty of time to save up. Made a big down payment. And I'm trucking with a brand new car. If I could do it all again, I'd do it all the same. This weekend you're going fishing and then horseback riding with it? Nice! Sounds like a ton of fun. That is awesome, awesome. Later this summer, I'm going to be going to the beach with some friends. I'm pretty excited for that. Plus, it'll be a nice drive, like 6 hours from where I am or something. Because why go to a nearby beach when you can go to a not nearby beach? I mean, I'm close to the water. I'm just not close to the beach that we're going to. I think that's the best way to put it. Like, I do live right on the East Coast. Alright, this is advanced. That's right. Here we go. Torpedoes away! Are you running the competitive engines? Because that's what gives me most of my speed. Kaboom. Less the speed, more the maneuvering on a dime. Ah! What do I have that's augmenting my just turning speed, I wonder? I wasn't using the active from Covert module, so it wasn't bad. Agony Redistributor gives me a little bit of flight speed. Could be a little bit from custom power matrix. Probably a lot of it is just me timing my deuterium surplus and evasive maneuvers. Hey, Vesuvius! How goes it? But I like going fast! I gotta go fast! Ka-chow! I also remember, I have done a video on the Trailblazer class, sort of. I did a commission video for Cinder Galactic Gaming. I did one of their ship a few months back, but I haven't done one for my own channel yet. Hello. I'm trying to remember, what was the name of that video? I think it was the Glaciado or something. Hang on. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, I found it. If you guys want to check out the video I did on a Trailblazer class, a slightly modified Trailblazer class, here it is. This was the commissioned video I did a few months back. That was a very fun project to work on. Let's queue up here. So, how's everybody's evenings been thus far? Let's see, was I ever doing anything with that Andromeda demo you sent me a while ago? You just remembered it. Was that the one where I was trying to get the warp effect to show up? Ah, Vesuvius, let me get out of this TFO. Once I'm finished with this, I would be happy to sort of give you the rundown on how DOF stuff works. But I would be more than happy to help. And if you have any specific questions, please feel free to ask. And to answer your question, I think I got the demo, I got it open. I forget if I actually got the warp effect to do it. Did you just want screenshots of it at warp? Because what I might do is just make a copy of the demo where I did have that working, and then replace the ship model from whatever I had in there. I think it's the Princeton. Actually, no, the Princeton was the first one I did. Probably the Lexington. The Lexington had a shot of it. So did the Donks. But I think those were the exact same. You think that a ship with such a large landing pad would have at least 3 pads? Wait, what landing pad? What ship has a landing pad? This thing doesn't have a... Got a shuttle bay back here. Do you mean these? These aren't landing pads. These are modular bays that you could put different like equipment things into, but they're not for shuttles. Not the ones back here. This is a shuttle bay, but these aren't. Check out Thomas's Jace's Interstellar article called the 4-Quadrant Strategy. I think it goes over what specifically those things are. I'll try to pull that up after this TFO as well. But there's a really in-depth lore blog on the Pathfinder class. Also, ow! Good grief. That hurt. Let's turn on some satellites. Let's turn on some satellites. We got a hydrate from Cat. How's it going? Great to see you. Hope you're having a good evening. Happy Thursday. I don't know. I haven't really looked at Discord. Ah! Torpedoes away. Come on, let me lance. Thank you. Oh boy. Woo! Mines and torps and mines and mines and torps and oh my god! Ah! My ship! It's in pieces! It's in all the pieces! Get us out of here! Get us out of here! Engines are down. Hull integrity is critical. We can't take another hit like that. Yet we must. Come on. I would love for them to stop knocking my weapon subsystems offline. That'd be really cool. It'd be really, really, really cool. They could just stop doing that. Torpedoes and mines away. Man, I love flying this ship so much. I always forget how much fun it is until I hop back in it. Is rapid emitting armament still on my bar? It's not. That's weird. That explains a whole lot. Where are my heavy plasma torpedoes? There we go. Alright. Now tractor aim is actually useful. Torpedoes away. Ah, I just gave myself dilithium recrystallizer too. Or dilithium transporter, not recrystallizer. Recrystallizer is the trait. Transporter is the console. Yes. Alright, let's get some consoles upgraded. Some stations upgraded. Good grief, my brain is not braining today. I'm already in the Friday state of mind. Remember, second rule of temporal mechanics. It's always Friday somewhere. I don't know why you would want all those science ones. I'd much rather have torpedo spreads. Oof. Someone did engineering over there. I would be like, barrier shields! Because I sense a lot of them in your future. Barrier shields. Ah! Nothing is real. Barrier shields forever. Ow, 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 ow. I'm dead. I'm so dead. There we go. Is the Dreadnought going to die at least? Probably not. It must be super low. Satellite's already down too. Fantastic. We love to see it. Oh, wow! I'm dead. Jeez Louise! These bots are being insane! They're killing me. Granted, an easy solution would be to switch to a different ship, but that would be problem solving. That's not really what we're about here. So many shields! Come on, come on, come on! 75%? Come on, I need to turn the tide now! Hey, Shadow Chimera! How's it going? 97. Come on. One more ability ought to do it. Yes! Also, hydrate. One minute remaining. So many dreadnoughts. Ow. 30 seconds. Oh boy. Get the engines back online! Ah! Oh well, we died, but we protected the satellite. Basically, we won. Close enough. It's close enough to winning. I have to say it's winning. Alright, so, Vesuvius, as I was saying. The DOF system. There's a few things to keep in mind. The first one being that you have two different sets here. You have active space and active ground. These will pull from your list in the officer roster. You get duty officers through a myriad of ways. The game gives them to you as you progress through the game, leveling up, and from a couple of missions. You can also get them from duty officer packs, which can drop from lockboxes or promo packs or R&D packs, things like that. They will all have some kind of ability that can augment your space and ground things, and it'll always be listed if you click on this little information thing here. So, for example, in space, I have things that will actively help me in space, science and command abilities, because I have a bunch of those on my ship, and they will do things if I use duty officers like this. And the same applies on the ground. Now, you can also send out duty officers on these things called duty officer assignments. These are just sort of short throw missions. Some of them can be a little bit longer, 20 hours or so. And you can net yourself things like expertise, some dilithium, some energy credits, things like that. No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not a duty officer. So that's duty officers in short. Now, the other thing I wanted to find... What? Ha. Oh, God. Yes, I did. The other thing I wanted to find was the 4-quadrant strategy write-up. I only had to type in the word 4 and I found it, which I think gives a good idea to how often I've had to read this for one reason or another. Hang on one moment here. So this is from Thomas's ArtStation, but this is the 4-quadrant strategy. This was the original magazine that came out alongside the Pathfinder class all those years ago. Where do you unlock the extra space ground duty officer slots? Those are at the Fleet Research Lab in the center room console on the left when you beam in, I believe. I believe the extra DOF slots and everything. Or no, those are the trait slots. The trait slots are there. If they're not at the research lab, then they're on the Spire. It's one of the two. I can check that for you real quick. Okay, it is the research lab. All right, I was right the first time. Wait, no. The extra slots for active duty, the duty officer roster ones are at the Spire? Yeah, the +1 active ground duty officer slot and the active space, those are both at the Spire, the Fleet Spire, personnel officer. The Krenum station, the research lab, has the trait slots. So, Sativerse, Fleet Spire, Dyson Sphere. And here we go. I believe it was Cups who had brought it up, but those two things at the back are modular mission bays. I also like how these shuttles are using the STO model because it's in game, but this model of the Type 11, I wonder where this came from because the Type 11 is not in the game as far as I know. I don't think it is. But yeah, at any rate, modular mission bays. And the bird beak is officially the quantum slipstream tunneling projector. In case you wanted to know. And if you'd like to take a read of this yourselves, here's the link to Thomas' art station. Oh, there are more ships here. We got Pathfinders. Pathfinders for days. Wee woo. Let's lock and load, team. Time for bed. Dun 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 dun. Oh boy. Borg disconnected. Alright, let's get into it. Let's fly. Oh, weapons up for fire. Why is everybody over here? Also, out, but I high yield plasma torpedo myself into almost non-existence. Because my ship is just like exuding fire right now. Whee! Oh no, my inventory is full. How could this have happened? Oh. I have no idea how I pulled off that drift. I'm not gonna lie to you. Ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-da-da bum. Good morning. How goes it, Fundus? Valid. Also, now I'm thirsty. Pundits, now that you're here, you can help settle a debate. If you had to eat a shoe, what dipping sauce would you use with it? Are you only allowed to drink when someone hits the hydrate button? No, I just have to hydrate when somebody hits the hydrate button. Speaking of which, everyone remember to stay hydrated. Over here on the East Coast, we're getting into those hot summer months. Staying hydrated is even more important. Speaking of... Pundits, they tried that once. That was an event that happened. I went through like 5 or 6 cups of water in a single stream, and afterwards I didn't feel super great. There was a lot of water that day. Chat did in fact try to kill me once. I blame Arakasu. He had like 100,000 channel points. That's a fair answer. Violence with water. I think by the end of that stream, every time I heard the sound, I was like starting to feel physically sick. There were a lot of hydrate redemptions that night. Hey, Becky, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. It's also one of the reasons why there's now like a 60-second or something lockout for hydrate. At the time there wasn't, and it became a problem. There's also a story behind Terran hydrate. There was a period of time when Twitch was like super broken, and a bunch of people just randomly couldn't redeem the hydrate channel point redemption, and yeah, so we had to have a duplicate for some reason. It doesn't share a cooldown with the other hydrate though, because Twitch redemptions don't work that way. But alas, I think it also has its own lockout. Oh boy. I get the vibe where we're going for this again. Oh jeez. I'll need to make sure to eat right after the stream to balance out the moderately heavy water intake that the next hour is going to bring. I'm very excited, very, very, very excited. Joined hard in the bar. Pundus, one of these days I'll do a stream where I'm in the Zindi aquatic vessel and I take the limiters off of hydrate and we just see what happens. Something has to happen first. I have to go and get that shit because I actually don't own it. Kat, you like the Zindi aquatic ship. How is it? You've flown it. I die on that day, I think. Well, Pundus, look at it this way. If that happens, I don't have to pay taxes. Also, in heaven, my starship is there. And I get to be captain of it. That's how that works.
He's dead, Jim.
Can you give me your money? Sure. I mean, it'll be like $8, but sure. I would have more, but I spent all of it on starships. Well, yeah, Pundus, where do you think all of the money went? To the car. I had several $1,000s plus $8, but then I spent the several $1,000s on the car. And now I have $8 left. Actually, I had $18, but I had to buy tickets to my company's yearly picnic, and those were $10. On the plus side, the ticket. Yeah, but why would I do that? Because, for one, that would be stupid, because I hate Twitter, and I hate Elon Musk, and I don't post on Twitter, and I don't really have reach on Twitter. Zeta, those are probably being listed for either above 1.5, but in the case of the Saturn and the Mars, because those were both lockbox ships if I'm not mistaken, it's more likely that it's just nobody with Infinity lockbox ship packs is opening to that one. I would recommend trying to get into like the private trade channels. Like, I think the chat is just called the trade channel, or in Discords with somebody who does have one. And you could probably get it for less than 1.5 because the going price for lockbox ships is lower than that, usually. It's just, there are, what, like 30-something choices in the Infinity lockbox T6 box at this point. And yeah, that's another point that Pundus brings up. Most of those have been mudsid. Mudsid? They're in muds. It is an in-game chat. I honestly do not remember how to get into it because I don't remember how I got into it. I will be totally honest with you. Do I have the permissions to invite people to it? I think the answer is no. I should probably pay more attention before I die. And that sounds very annoying, Ghost. I don't think my Twitter account has been hacked yet, but I also haven't posted on it in months. The last time I posted, I'm pretty sure it just points to my blue sky.
The collective will not fall here. I will not allow it. You will be eliminated.
Oh yeah, the Marion, Mars, and Saturn were all in the same Muds bundle too, weren't they? They were in that one disco bundle. Oh, right, it's the boss part of this. That's fair. They are all in them. Oh, was the Marion in the Dreadnought bundle versus the other ones that were in that disco ship bundle? Speaking of which, I hope the Crossfield refit ends up in the bundle at some point. That would be pretty fantastic. I like the Crossfield refit. I think it's my favorite of the disco ships. I like the look of it. It's also got a really cool tree. It's a fun one. What's the console from the Crossfield refit again? I do not remember. Crossfield refit. Oh, is that the one that launches the Quajan assault frigate? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I like that. I also like Book's ship. It has one thing that no other ship in Star Trek Online has, which simply makes it the best thing. The best thing in the game. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to pull it up and demo record just because it is a necessary thing to show off every time it comes to mind. Hang on. I gotta get a demo of it up. Hang on. Gotta find the thing. Gotta find the thing for the thing. That. Close. And open that. And then this. And this. And then this. Yes, I know you're mad because I'm opening up another instance of STO and I already have STO open, but guess what? Too bad. So sad. I can do what I want. And then I will spin the wheels, Pundus. But I think you know exactly where I'm going with this. Showing the thing that makes Book ship simply the best ship in the game. Just as soon as I find it. Ah, yes. Here it is. Here we go. Alright. So, this is Book ship in demo record. The thing that makes this ship the best ship in the game. Get really close. There is a cat on the bridge. This is the best ship in Star Trek Online. I think that is a fantastic idea. Grudge is on Book ship. Ergo, Book ship is the best ship in the game. And there is simply no other correct opinion on this. It is the truth. And this is by far the coolest part of this thing. Okay. Getting off of my soapbox now. I needed to do that. Back to our regularly scheduled stream. Pundas said wheels. Let me pull up the wheels. Wheel. Click. First, ship.
Janeway.
Ah, well, that's weirdly directly in theme with tonight's stream. I'll take it. Next. Trait.
Algorithmic energy weapon lensing.
Well, that's not going to help that build very much because I know what's on it. And the bunnies. Yay! Ha 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 ha! Alright. Janeway. This stream is certifiably not funny. That's fair. I've never been funny in my life. You know, I really like this ship in the Section 31 Vanity Shield, but it also looks really cool without it. And it's been like one of the hardest decisions of my life to figure out which one I should do. Let's see, algorithmic energy weapon lensing. So, algorithmic energy weapon lensing, this is the trade-off of the Texas class Miracle Worker Escort. It is 10% bonus damage with energy weapons, and then an additional 20% bonus damage with energy weapons to foes between 2 and 7 kilometers. It's kind of like the one Miracle Worker ability. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Narrow sensor bands, but it's a little bit more specific. Click. I'm going to replace some consoles here too, because I have not updated this ship in a super mega ultra long time, and it needs some love, because there's stuff on here that doesn't make a lick of sense. I don't have the pink vanity. Well, actually, I do. I have it somewhere. I might not have it on this character. Or rather, I wouldn't have it claimed on this character. Probably something worth checking, actually. I'll do that in a little bit. Huh. I didn't have Agony Redistributor the last time I built this, huh? That's good to know. Okay, you're fine. That's not what I wanted to click. That's what I wanted. You need to not be on my bar. You need to also not be on my bar. Everything else can probably be on my bar. I don't have the pink vanity shield. Tragic. I do have the platinum one, which surprisingly also looks awesome. Huh, that's not bad. Ah, crap. Don't want you. Don't want you. Don't want you. Claim. The fact that you guys don't stack is super frustrating. Cuffs, I'm not a whale. I've just been around for a really long time, which means I've had a lot of opportunity to get a lot of things. And I know that that sounds like the textbook definition of what a whale is, but if I keep saying it, maybe I'll be able to convince myself. That's my general approach at the moment. Alright. I have sent a new wheel. It is Funny's V3. Pundis, why do I get the vibe that it's pretty similar to the one that I'm using now, except there's an even lower chance of me not having to do anything? It is quite literally the other wheel with a couple of new things and an even lower chance. Motherfucker! Why? This ship only has beams on it. The build only has torpedoes. Place everything. This is the worst. That's the oh my god. Now we have to do the trait wheel again. What else are we putting on this thing?
Polarized lattice optimized tritanium armor.
Sure, plot armor. Why not? You know, why not? Why not? Why not plot armor? Why not plot armor? Let's put on plot armor. And let's put on all beams, cause that's what we're doing now. All beams. I'm gonna open all these marked boxes that they're not burning a hole in my inventory. I do not care what it gives me at this point. Alright, well, you know, we might as well keep a spacebar beam. Let's get my 32nd century beams out here. Click. 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 I don't have another dual beam bank because of course I don't. Fine. The wide angle will fill the last slot. Not that one. This one. We certainly have a 32nd century Omni. And we'll do the Pavin Omni because it's still blue. I'm not going to bother replacing all of my traits and consoles. I will just actively suffer through this part. I need more auxiliary batteries while I'm at it. If it does really well, I would say that I'll eat my left shoe, but that's promised for another thing. I'll eat my, like, right shoe, I guess. The Janeway does have a cloak, as it is a 32nd century Starfleet vessel. Also, I'm stupid. Why would I do this? Stupid. Maelstrom. Let's go. Pop, lock, and load. Oh, what were you thinking of getting? I really like the Janeway class. This is a fun looking ship. I really like the saucer. It's got a cool saucer. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, both ships are fun. Do 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 do. Where we going? I want to go. Imagine if the Janeway could saucer separate. The saucer's already separated. Just turn off the tractor beams or whatever keeps them connected, and boom, you got two ships. Also, kind of underrated thing, the fact that this has a photonic cannon is extremely cool. The console off of this ship is a big old photonic cannon. Oh boy, Vault and Snare. This map has really, really, really cool skybox, and I really, really, really need to use it. Oh, now I remember why I don't use it in demo reports, because the shadows do whatever this is. Other than that, it's cool. I just wouldn't use shadows. Which, you know, I guess I could also do. There are certainly nothing stopping me from doing that. Next time. Next time. This build is a mess. Whoa. I'm sideways. What ability does the thing with the 3 colored rings around you? That's a custom power matrix, the console from the Ilios. There's actually a weird kind of minor bug with it. Stop real quick. Where one of the rings has like a black outline around it for some reason. I'm trying to remember which one is that thing on it. Yeah, this blue one. When it's not lit up, there's a black circle where it would be. Oh no, I guess the purple one does that too. Oh, I guess they all do that. Except for the yellow one, apparently. The yellow one doesn't do that. Ah, whatever. At any rate. Yeah, it's the Ilios console. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing right now. Oh wait, now I remember why I wasn't running the Maelstrom, because that thing said no beams. That was the whole point of this, wasn't it? I can't run a Maelstrom. Well, luckily, I had it equipped, which means it's probably right there. Yeah, the realization set in right after I entered combat, Pundus. Oh, well, that's not going to help me very much. Oh, well. Be free, Romulan chip. No, no, this is advanced. Everything blows up fast. Power creep. So, yeah, I'm running out of Ethereum surplus. I should really craft some more. I use this stuff up at insane paces. I've run out of Duranium before because I've been crafting so much Ethereum surplus. It's a little bit insane. Back in combat. So many television ships. More Tholians. I love Blade over the Cascade. I like beams. I have one successful beam fire wheel build at this point. But it is very successful. This is Voyager. Voyager J. A 32nd century starship. I think in canon it's just the Intrepid, but in STO, it's the Janeway class. And it's a nimble little command science vessel. Plus it gets a cloak. And that's pretty cool.
The Tholian bulk run is 20% complete.
Cups, please don't say that. Because there are things they could do about it, and none of them are good. Don't say that. The most game-changing thing you learned was to stick all one damage type and put all your buffs in it. For some reason you thought you had to have at least one torpedo. You don't have to have at least one torpedo. I'd say in most of the like meta beam builds, they don't run a torpedo, but it is nice from a spacebar perspective. Like my super good fire wheel build doesn't have a torpedo. It's one of the few builds like that. But yeah, sticking to one energy type is definitely a good first step to do. Though, there is a certain amount of charm in rainbow builds. Though, if you just stick with phaser, you can also have a pretty good rainbow build too. There's blue phasers, and red phasers, orange phasers, red phasers, teal phasers. Do we have a green phaser? I guess the 32nd century refit ones are kind of green. There's a lot of colors for phaser. Do we have any purple phasers? I don't think we have any purple phasers. I can't think of any. You know, I never noticed that you could just fly down here. Or going in. Bum bada bum bada bada bum bada bada bum bada bum bada bum bada bum bum. I mean, Polarons are purple, but Polaron and Phaser are two different energy weapon types. Which ones are you talking about, Cuffs? I mean, Polaron weapons are purple. Oh, right, my weapons have no power in them. That explains a lot.
The Tholian web is collapsing. Excellent. The vault is secure, but we are not. Sensors show Tholian reinforcements approaching at high warp. Prepare for battle. The Tholian
No more Tholian fleet. Womp womp. It is gone. Reduced to atoms. The work is done. It always will be. The Tholians were right all along. You need what now? What kind of tribbles? Toughly fruit tribbles? I don't think I have any tribbles. I've managed to completely clean them out of my inventory. I do have a couple in my bank. Like the super old special ones from the tribble test server things and stuff. Oh! Why do you need those? I'll be honest, I totally forgot that like tribble rolls were things and stuff and things until just now. Cooking. Ah, because they're like scallops. Well, I didn't need an excuse to go back and rewatch Trouble with Edward, but here we are. Pundus, I just think back to what the wiki has about Jamal. The villagers cannot be bred. You cannot breed the villagers. Scorp saw that as a personal challenge. Don't we, I mean, we do have triple of board cuffs. I wouldn't say it's an anti-board triple, but it is a board triple, which is like halfway there. Living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. I'm living on a prayer. So true. A Moopsie combat pet would be awesome. The way I say it, if you have enough inventory spaces, you could make a triple breeding farm if you really wanted to. There is certainly nothing mechanically stopping you from making. You just need inventory space and patience. And not even that much patience. Like you could have quite a lot of triples within like a day of playing. If you really, really want to. You have a character dedicated to triple farming? Bundes, can you show me their inventory? I want to see this so badly. Starbase 1! Which Starbase 1? Oh boy, Borg. I'm on an alt. Trying to get more triples. Oh boy. Living on a prayer. Oh, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a chair. I can't tell what's going on. All I know is that I have a space tornado. Why? What's wrong with space tornadoes? Badgie handler pets would be cool. Ah. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're safe. Borg! Kaboom. Oh, right. Spheres explode, don't they? That's a thing. Oh, damn. Well, I'm glad to hear that you are also safe, Seda. That sounds terrifying. I've never been, I guess, particularly close to any tornadoes. I live on the East Coast right by the water, so it's not really a weather event we tend to get around here. We've gotten the edges of a few hurricanes, but that's about the worst of it. Too close to that. Torpedoes away. I like this shit. Oh, Kitty Hawk, I saw you flying towards that sphere. I knew it was gonna happen next. The circle came up and it went kaboom. Oh, damn. Ah, cuffs. That's a sentence that I read. Oh. Oh no, the assimilators are actually, like, gonna be angry here, aren't they? Uh-huh. I don't know. Is that the pinnable message of the day, everybody? I think that might be the pinnable message of the day. This assimilator doesn't explode. Thank you. Hey! Get away from my sandwich! Oh, a Parliament class! How's it going, Parliament class? Doing alright? Escaping Starbase 1? That's pretty cool, that's pretty cool. See ya! You! cube. The cube is no longer cube. It has been decubed. Decubed? Uncubed? That's fair. That's what you want out of a starship for sure. And we got time for 1 or 2 more TFOs here for the night. Where we going next? 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 It could be a ground TFO. We'll find out pretty soon. Nope, it's space. It's infected.
The situation is grim. All attempts to hail the starbase have failed. We must assume the enemy has taken control. This is not...
I played ground. We had a ground. Have we had a ground TFO yet today? I don't think we've had one. We've been fairly lucky so far. Oh my god! Pundus showed me the triple farm. It is a farm. It is rather impressive. Impressive it is impressive. Oh, there's no stuff alive. Oh, there's a sphere. There we go.
Sensors confirm that the transport conduit has been destroyed. However, our scans of the starbase are still being disrupted. We will need to send in a wave of for survivors.
Bum 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 bum. That is the farm of all time. Oh, I can share the farm? Okay, give me 1 second. The one that's on the Janeway? Yeah, that's the disco one. It's very nice. Okay, so for context, what Pundas had shown was his current Tribble farm. This is the Tribble farm. This is a Tribble farm. They will multiply. There will be many more Tribbles on the way. I also see the dilithium Tribble over there. Love that thing. I do keep that on hand. You can never have too much dilithium ore, after all. Oh. Oh my good grief. Good lord. Pundus, what? There's so many Tribble carcasses. That's 983 Tribble carcasses. Also, what do you mean $100 on storage? Oh, good lord. That's a lot of carcasses. So you have over 1,000. Oh, that's what you mean. Potentially. I don't know. I forget. All I know is that I'm currently capped out on the amount of storage you can add. Also on ship slots, which is why these are sitting here. If I try to use them, it just says you do not meet the requirements for this item. Massive sadness. What do you mean I can't have 100 ships? What do you mean? I mean, keep in mind that a whole lot of those ships aren't built. That's why you can't have 100 ships. There's a great many ships I don't have. I just have a bunch of the Vent Storm. There's only a couple of legendary bundles I don't have. I don't have these two. These are the legendary bundles I don't have. I don't have the legendary Talus, and I don't have the legendary Miranda yet. I do want to get the legendary Miranda. This is on my list. Honestly, there's a 35% off sale. Might not be a bad time. There is a cap on the amount of dry dock slots you can have, but I'm pretty sure it's higher than what most people have in terms of ships. I'm not entirely sure what it is, though. Also, let's finish with a quick red alert here. Got enough time for a red alert. But yeah, I definitely don't think the number is unlimited. It's just very high. Hell yeah. Let's do it. Which legendary bundle was it, Cups? I mean, there's fair. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's a great choice of bundle to get. 15th anniversary bundle is freaking awesome. Kaboom. Warp me. That's fair. Cuffs, if you ever need help, building out chips, figuring out what to do with them or what chips to pick up, you know that my DMs are always open. You can always message me on Discord, and I am more than happy to help. With that, we are at 10 o'clock. So we are going to wrap up the stream here for the night. I hope everybody had a ton of fun getting to chill in the Trailblazer and the Janeway class. Got to spend some time spinning the wheels from Pundus, and we have a new updated funny wheel that we'll be using going forward. So once again, thank you so much, Pundus. We had fun going all beams in the Janeway. Fun is the word. Fun is the word. We will be live again next week on Monday for a new episode of Proximal Fleet Yards with another ship, a new theme, and an announcement of the next set of videos on YouTube. It's going to be quite the show. Pundus already knows what's coming. We have a whole new month theme planned for end of May all the way through June because we've got a lot to cover. If you enjoyed the stream and want to see more, consider dropping a follow. It helps the channel grow every single day, and you know I always appreciate it. Make sure to check out our YouTube, become a subscriber over there, and click the notification bell to see when all of our new videos go live. We have a Discord where we get up to all kinds of trouble. The link to that is in chat, discord.gg/Endeavor Studios, and you can find that link and many more, like our merch store, which has a lot of cool stuff on it, at our main website, www.endeavorgaming.com. But alrighty, that's all I've got for the night, everybody. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your evening and a great weekend. As always, you have been live with Endeavor Gaming, and remember to keep calm and game on.